Hi, this is Sky from skyscars.com. Today we're going to be video visiting the 2016 Mercedes-Benz S550 AMG. Let's do it Sky style. Let's talk about the exterior paint color on this car. It's a matte metallic cashmere white, which means that it's not a shiny surface. And I'm not sure if you can see it clearly because it's kind of cloudy out and it's not that shiny. So you might be able to see it on this video, but I will have pictures of it on my blog. You don't see a lot of cars with a matte finish today on the road because it's a lot of maintenance. You can't bring it to a car wash because of the sensitive paint. The brushes will scratch the paint right off because of the matte. So if you like washing your car yourself, this is the perfect car to have. Or, of course, you can hire someone to do it for you. Now you can also use it with dish detergent. A regular dish detergent that you can use in your house. It works perfect with this kind of car. Then you just have to dry it and that's it. You never need to wax this car because of the matte finish. It always looks beautiful, except for if you're driving on a dirt road with this car. But if I were you, I wouldn't be driving this kind of car on a dirt road or any kind of matte car on the road. I'm gonna get inside now. One thing about this car is you have to put the key in and turn it to start the car instead of a push button start. On this car it's an option, but it doesn't come standard. Look at these amazing lights when they turn on. I love how it goes down like maybe like a Lamborghini Aventador. It's just so magnificent, I think. Let's take a look at the interior. I'm going to hop in and show you the front seat of the car. First thing I wanted to show you was that when you open the door and you don't shut it right, it has an automatic push in and pull in, which means that if you don't shut it correctly, it'll put it in itself. Of course, you don't need to slam it because they don't really want you to slam this kind of car. The interior is a cashmere white also, with the white and black mixture in the inside. Let's talk a little bit about this car. First, it has a heating steering wheel for the winter, but usually you wouldn't really want to drive this in the winter. It's more like a spring and summer car. Also, these are all options on here. One of the options that I thought was really cool when I looked at the car was it has a night vision. You put it on, and on the dash, you can see how fast you're going, and it shows you where the people are, or if there's something that you need to see in the road. You wouldn't really use it in the daytime because it's night vision. It has an automatic park brake. Well, not automatic, you have to pull it. Park brake. And over here is the trunk release. We'll get to that a little bit later. And instead of a usual car, the seat memory is usually on here. But for the Mercedes-Benz, equipped with all Mercedes-Benz actually, is on here. And one of the things that I thought was a little bit different was there's a headrest button, along with the heated seats, cooled seats, and we'll get to that one later. That's a special one. And it has 3-person memory. And an option is not standard. You have to get this option. It's a music option. With the usual car, you wouldn't get it. It's a little bit more of an option, because if you're usually someone with like, they would get it to listen to music if they were really crazy about music. Let's talk about the buttons on the steering wheel. First, we'll start on this side. This is the home button, brings you home. We'll go down to here to start. We'll bring it down here. Navigation. Okay, we'll start here. So when you press home, you have a list of questions that you can, well, not questions, a list of things that you want, options that you want to choose. Now you can press trip, brings you to the how fast you're going, so you know how fast instead of looking on here. Now this is not a touchscreen, so this is why they have all the buttons here. Now we'll press back this button right here. Then we'll go down to navigation, where it shows you it's like the compass rose, where you show which part you are at, which you're at. We are at Southwest right now. Now, you're gonna go to home, and you scroll, you press OK right here to click on whatever feature you want. We'll press back that button, we'll go down to navigation. So we'll go on this side. The buttons on this side is, if someone's calling you, this car really promotes hands-free, so you don't get in a car accident. We'll start over here. If someone's calling you and you want to answer the phone, you can just press this button right here. No one's calling us right now, so we can't use it. Over here, this button down low is to hang up the phone if you don't want to stop talking. Right here is to speak to the car. Now, if you wanted to use hands-free for real, instead of using any buttons, then you would press this and you would speak to whatever control you want. Over here is to louder, mute, and lower the volume on the radio, or if any other options that you have on the car. Now, my favorite, the horn. It's a little low. It's in the middle of a good horn, I guess. We'll start up here. Instead of having your button down here to get to right, left, neutral, drive, reverse, your shift button, sorry. It's over here instead. Now, instead of going up here to park, or going down here to drive, or in the middle to neutral, this button puts it in park. Now, I'm not going to press it because we're in park right now. Now, maybe you can see it a little better right there. We'll get to here. It is not a touchscreen like I said with the other one, but it could help you with the buttons down here. Now we'll start off with this down here. We'll say, how about this? We'll go to radio. We'll lower it. That is your radio button. Now you can scroll with this button down here. Now, I don't really think you need this part of the control panel, but you can really use this. For now, I'm using this, but we'll get to this part a little bit after. It's exactly the same thing. So you would just scroll like that to get to any station that you want. And then you can go back, all the usual functions. So you can go like this to get to options. You go like this to get back to it. And it's like the usual radio. Now let's get to navigation. For navigation, we can get to options. This is one thing that I wanted to show you. It could be a little cool. Go back. Route settings. We'll go to route settings. We'll go back to navigation. Okay, navigation, the button. The hazards, sorry, I forgot what that name was. We'll go to media. Media is a CD or DVD. You can play either or. We can go for telephone. You can call someone without hands-free, but we don't really need that right now. We'll go back to navigation. We'll start off with volume again. Volume, you can louder it, lower it with this button right here. It's exactly like the one on the steering wheel. We'll go to here now. Over here is where you keep, well, it's a cup holder and you can keep anything in there really. You can keep the key the key in there if you're just in here will be like that. And then look at this one. This is to put your CD in or DVD. Doesn't matter. You can put either or in it, like I said. Now you press this button up, put it like that, and it'll automatically just stay like that. So you have to go like this and bring it up. We'll get to the ashtray now. Over here is the ashtray, and over here, press that button and take it out. That is for your charger that we can use, but it's not really important right now. One thing that I thought was cool about the center console was you can do it on this side for access, actually, sorry. 2 access buttons right here, like that. There's one on this side and there's one on this side. You can get, this is some person stuff. There we go. Let's get to the heater and let's just get to the heater. This is for heating and cooling. All the usual functions on here. These are the steadiers that we use. There's a clock right here which comes standard. It's no option for anything. Over here. Let's go look in the back seat. My favorite part about this car, and you're gonna see why soon. We're in the back seat. My favorite part about this car. This is the most magnificent back seat I've ever seen on a car before, even over some Maybachs. This is like a step before a Maybach. Let's start off with our shades. The 2 shades up front that you can also control on that side, such as these other ones that I'm going to show you. The one for the sunroof. I can stop it anytime I want. Also put it back. But let's see the back, the shade. Can put that up. And this seat over here can do exactly the things that I can do, except for my favorite part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press this button here, and I'm going to push this seat up, which is amazing. You can't do this on that side because of the driver, so you don't get in an accident. I'm going to push that up, press that button again, and this is, I'm going to recline out. Now this, when you say recline, you might think, okay, the seat is going to push out a little bit. But for this car, it actually reclines. Now we're going to push this seat up a little bit more because there's one option that I would like to show you that I learned about myself. This button right here, this button for this, when you turn this on, this comes out. For someone that's a little taller, it will just go like that, and they're all reclined. And this is for long-legged people. Now, one thing also is it comes with a pillow, but I don't really use pillows with this because I can barely reach up here. But this curves in to fit your head instead of you have to come down. Now, all the options from here are up there, such as heating, ventilating, and 2-person memory, but for that side it's a 3-person memory. And I have this, brings this seat all the way back. So let's just talk about this. I have someone's gum in here, and I have this remote. This remote is the key to the back seat. You can turn anything on with this remote. There are 3 remotes standard in this car, but there's only one that I use right now because I don't really need any of the other ones. Now let's turn on the TVs. I can do anything with these TVs. I can louder it. I can lower it with this remote. There's no button for me to do it, so this remote right here does everything. There are 3 TVs in this car. 2 in the back and 1 in the front. The front one is only if you're parked. You can't do it while you're driving. I'll go to media now on the remote. And they'll all play the same exact way. Or if you're driver's bored, they can sit there and watch movies while they're waiting for you. Pretty cool, right? Let's check this out. I'll put this back. And one thing, I can check navigation. I can do anything with this. I can louder, lower. I can call someone also. Back here, I keep there are two standard headphones in here. Bluetooth headphones, actually, that come with the car. So if someone doesn't want to hear you listening to the movie, you can put these on and listen to the movie without it. Now there are two of them. They're exactly the same ones. And I also like to keep the movies in here. There's a lot of movies in here. It's for storage, but I like to keep, the person likes to keep the movies in here. One thing about this car that's amazing, which did not come with the car. You can set the color. That's a fiber optic color wheel that you can change it to any color you want. The person picked purple because that's their color. You can change it to red, orange, green, any other color, blue. I think the car came with blue, but I'm not positive. Now we'll go to here. Ventilation. We're gonna show you at night what it looks like because it looks spectacular at night. We'll get to ventilation now. You have your own ventilation on both sides. Now this passenger can use this one. Meanwhile, this passenger, and you can control everything on the back seat. The driver or the passenger doesn't have to do anything for you. It gets pretty high, so you can just steady it. And like I said in the front, that there is here. I'll pull this up. If someone's sitting here and they're too tall for the car, you can actually put this up, which I thought was pretty cool. Headrest. Now you have to pull this down also to get it. Very, very amazing. And then the mirrors, so you look very nice. To make sure you look very nice. Because if you're going to a party, if you're going to somewhere, a nice dinner, maybe you wouldn't want to check in your car, what she looked like. Go down here. A charger right here. Charging port. This comes with this, so you don't have anything yet you can stick in there. And this is power cord. A real power cord, actually. You can put like an Xbox in here. This is a CD player or DVD player. You can put anything in here. Up to 6 movies. Now we'll go down to here for the last one before we get to the trunk. There are buttons that you push down here. Well, you just press it in and it's a cup holder. There's a button on the side, pushes it up to make it look nice. The release button for it. Let's check out the trunk now. I hope you enjoyed this back seat of the car as well as I did. Let me chill out and relax and watch my movie. I'll meet you in the trunk. There are 3 ways to open the trunk. One is on the key, one is on the driver's seat, and one is right over here if your hands are full. You scan and then you press. It was working a second ago. Well, here we go. It's a little slower. So like I said, it comes with the pack, the cleaning pack. And here are the other remotes that I was talking about. And an extra pillow. Put that back. And then the pillow, right here. There are lots of extra pillows in here for long rides. One thing I thought was cool is when you bring this out and you push this in, you can put anything in it that you want. And to push it out, you just press that. And this was also a package. This is not standard. Push it back in. It's a pretty spacious trunk. But you lose a lot of room because of the reclining seats. Now this is where you keep the spare tire. Well, I actually don't see where the spare tire is right now, but there's tools in here. The lock button and the trunk button. This car is really amazing. Do you know what makes this car really amazing? It's my mom's car. We use it all the time. That's why I could have got confused and said I sometimes with when I should have said, well, I didn't want to give it away. So this is my beautiful car. It's actually my mom's, but I use it all the time. I hope you love it. Let's do it again, Sky Style. Come on, Mom, let's go to the park. So, remember how I told you I was going to show you how the car looks on the inside at night? Well, this is how it looks. Now I'm going to show you some of the color options and the ambient light color on the dashboard. And we're going to flick it to a few colors and show you how it is. And after, I'm going to show you how it feels to be on the inside of a home movie theater. Now it's red, like a volcano red. Here, maybe you can check in the back. Now orange, you can see, maybe. Yellow. You can't really see the yellow. It's kind of like a white though. Daylight white. It's white. And it tells you on the dash what kind of color it is. Blue. Moonlight blue. I like this color a lot. Twilight purple. It's kind of like that other blue. Back to the pink. Dawn red, actually. Now let's turn on the movie. With that audio package that I showed you guys, this is how good it sounds when you're in the movie.
Playing some hide and seek, little girl. And I will pop. I'm gonna blow you out. Mr. Skinner, please stop crying. You're comfortable, you want my
It sounds like a movie theater.
Where's my dad? He went looking for you. Excuse me for a second.
And it gets really nice in here when it's dark.
Sir?
Take a nap again.
Hi.
I understand that this is a very high-stress time, but if you and your colleagues could
Let's look
maybe
at the
be
sun
just a little bit more careful with the priceless artifacts that are in this building, because I mean, it is a living history.
Okay. See, that was a Ming Dynasty 16th century vase. It was a gift from Queen Elizabeth II. It's irreplaceable.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the special video. Let's do it again, Sky
I'll
style.
sit down. I'll be over here.